What's going on? It's been a while since I've been back, but been busy. Been busy working. I took a little time off and went to San Diego this past weekend. So, but yeah, everything's been good. I just want to kind of check in with you guys. I actually have a story to tell you guys. Something that happened to me while I was on one of my routes, and this is the first time this happened to me. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. It was nuts. So I did a Kingman route. If you've seen these past videos, I've done a Kingman route before. So I did a Kingman route last week, and I got up there. I started pretty late. So by the time I got to my last stop, it was a Sonic in Kingman, and I usually prop the door open when I put in the product for the store. So I propped up the door, and the manager there didn't like that. She comes up, she's like, "You can't prop up the door," and I'm like, "Oh, like before their door was broken, so this time it was fixed, so I thought that was okay." And I was like, "Oh, I thought your door was fixed. I thought it was okay." And she's like, "No," she said. What'd she say? She said, "And you can't use our product to open the door." So I'm like, "God, whatever." So close the door. And as I'm putting stuff in, she's like being like super rude and saying a whole bunch of shit to me, and like talking to her employee under her breath and saying I need to do my job and blah blah blah. So at this point, I'm just like over whatever she's doing. So I was like, okay, I'm supposed to put the stuff in the fridge and the freezer, but I just leave everything outside the fridge and the freezer because I'm not dealing with this woman's attitude. So she pops out. She's like, "You need to put all this stuff in the fridge and freezer." And I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm not putting anything away." And she's like, "What?" I was like, "I'm not putting." I was like, "You're being super rude." I was like, "You need to learn how to talk to people who come to your store." I was like, "I'm not putting anything away. I'm just leaving it there." So then I go in, and she's yelling and screaming. I go in to put some more stuff in the store, and she closed the door, the back door to the store, so I can't go inside. And I was like, "You need to move on my way so I can do my job." I was like, "Either I put it inside or I'm going to leave it out here." And she's like, "You need to put it away." I was like, "I'm not putting it away. You want me to leave it outside the door or you want me to put it inside?" So she's like, "I'm going to call my manager." I was like, "Call your manager." Because how you talk to people when coming to the store, that's not okay. So I was like, "Call your manager and tell her how you talk to people when you come in your store." And so I go to put some more stuff in. I go and put the rest of the stuff in, go and pack up, and she's on the phone screaming and yelling, and put all the stuff in my truck, and I go to get in my truck, and she stands in front of my driver's side door and won't let me in the truck. "You need to put all this stuff away, you need to do this, blah blah blah." And I was like, "You need to move out of my way." So I finally get inside my truck, and then her and her employees are standing outside in front of my truck and refuse to move out of my way so I can drive off. I was like, "You guys need to move out of my way. This is crazy. You guys need to move out of my way." So she gets on the phone with her manager. She's like, "My manager wants to talk to you." I was like, "Okay, give me your phone." I was like, "Let me talk to her." She's like, "No, you can't have my phone." Then she comes over to the side of the door and was like, "I'll give you her number. You can talk to her." So I'm like frustrated. Like how I'm saying now is not how I was. Like I didn't curse at her or anything like that, but I was upset. So I was get on the phone with her, and she's like, "You can't prop the door open." I was like, "I understand that, but you need to tell your employees how they talk to people in their stores." I was like, "It's the second time I've been here, and your employees are being super rude while I'm inside the store." So I'm yelling and screaming at this lady. I was like, "You need to tell your employees to get out, move outside my truck, so I can leave, or I'm gonna call the cops. And all these people here are not gonna get their food because they're the only two employees in the store, and they're sitting outside from my truck." So I got off the phone with her, and I popped my head out, and I was like, "Your manager can call you right now and tell you to move away from my truck." And they'll finally leave. And then I drive off. I get on the phone with my manager, and I tell them exactly what happened. I was like, "Don't send me up here no more. I can't deal with this. I was like, these people are crazy and being super rude. I was like, don't set me up anymore. And he's like, okay, relax. He's like, get some rest, and then I'll see you when we get back. Mind you, Kingman's 3 hours from Phoenix, so I stay at the hotel there for a couple of hours, and then I go back, and then I have a meeting with my boss and his boss, and they're asking me what happened. I told them exactly what happened, and they're like, yeah, we didn't get a call from them or anything like that. And they were like super frustrated and super pissed off. They actually, I thought I may have getting in trouble. I thought I may get in trouble, but they were like super. They were angry too. They're like, that's not okay for them to do that. And they're like, next time you're there, or say next time that happens, don't put anything else in the store. Just get in your truck and leave. And I was like, okay. So they had my back. So it was just really refreshing. And they're like, we're gonna call their manager and tell them that that if that lady's working, we're not delivering to their store. And they super had my back. So kudos to them. Kudos to US Foods. And I'm glad they had my back. So yeah, that's what happened last week. And that's the first time that happened. So I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, I've just kind of been busy. Like I said, I haven't been on there for a while. Kind of been busy. I have to work tonight. I had last night off, so I have to work tonight and the next night. And this week they didn't send me to Kingman, so I went to Yuma instead. But yeah, that's my story. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and put it. If you have any suggestions on new videos I should put up, just let me know. I'll probably put them up more like pros and cons about working in the food industry, and kind of like the stuff I bring that's in my bag that you guys can find useful when you're doing the food service and trucking business. So yeah.